So, campaign. We're going to do part 2 here. Chapter 2 takes us back to 1830 in the early days. I've completed this before and maxed it out. So we're going to try and create a lot of rail stuff around Baltimore, up to New York, Pittsburgh, that kind of stuff. The very early days of rail travel in America. Some of the engines are kind of cute in this. All right. We're going to stay with realistic, of course. Normal pause mode, that's fine.
The rest are just gold diggers who don't have a clue about how this business works.
You're right, they are. You're very correct there, Roger. All right, we're going to continue with Roger. I'm probably going to buy out one of my opponents right off the bat. See how that goes. Get rid of Don Lorenzo up in New York.
In 1830, the prosperous industrial centers on the east coast of the United States of America were poorly connected to the mainland. Insufficiently developed toll roads and slow ship canals were the only options when making long journeys. Farmers, businessmen, and travelers lamented these long, arduous, and above all, unsafe transport routes. They were not only an inconvenience for travelers, but also shackles on an emergent nation's hunger to grow. But at this time, a development from England was taking its first steps and helped keep alive the hope of many cities in the East of reaching greater economic influence and growth.
All right, here we are in Baltimore.
I've been waiting for you. I'm Philip Evan Thomas.
Hi, Philip.
It's always been my dream to build a railroad to the Ohio River and beyond. That would help everyone, both the settlers and the natives. And I need your help with that. First of all, I have 2 tasks for you in order to build a base from where we can monitor further activities. But as I learned back when I was a bank clerk, the books must always balance. So take care to make a profit, even with these preliminary assignments.
All right, where's Don Lorenzo? He's up here, I believe. Right? He's got Albany and New York already connected. My gosh, how did you do that so fast? Yep. All right, I'm getting rid of him because I need New York. It's just the easier way to do it. Buy him out, liquidate him. Let's see here. Then I'll take some loans. All right.
If you own enough shares in your competitor, you can merge with them and incorporate their routes and buildings with yours.
Liquidate
The
everything.
competitor will then be out of business for good.
Because the AI builds like
Don't
crap.
think about it. That only happened because you greased the way with the right people.
Exactly. All right, I'm going to take a couple bonds here so I can get back up to a couple million. No harm, no foul. One less competitor. All right, because I have, where's she? She's way down here. She's going to have a hard time between Atlanta and Charlotte. She's going to have a hard time getting over the mountains. All right, so Baltimore, as the people in Baltimore say. Do I not have a station in there? I guess I don't. All right, let me get I might as well make a large train station. Because I'll need this. I'll put down here on this side of town. And I'll put another one in Washington. All right, so task 1 is to make a connection. Oh, I already had a train station up there. Wow, really? Well, I don't like where it was lined up. Can I destroy that one? Yeah, I can destroy this one. Do I get money back for that? Good, 200,000. Excellent. All right. So, connection between Washington and Baltimore. I really don't need this big a bridge. I've kind of learned to leave these somewhat because it keeps them on an even grade. So I'm going to go ahead and spend on that. That's fine.
Oh, who's this new fish swimming in our pond. Greetings from the beautiful city of Charlotte.
Oh, well,
What
thank
was
you.
your name again? Beautiful
Prizz.
stranger, wasn't it?
Yes, beautiful
Well,
stranger.
that's what you look like. Just let me know if you need help push starting your trains.
All right, what do we got here? We got a meat industry and we got a clothing industry. I guess I should bring this over. I don't know if I want to collect them in a warehouse. Nah, we'll just
Look, to be
make a
clear,
small.
I have nothing against strangers. Some of my best friends are strangers. But you're not from here, and New York is my city. That's where I do business. I say when the trains roll, where they're going, and why. As long as you don't get in my way, everything will be A-OK between us.
Well, Don Lorenzo, I've bought you out. Shush. All right, I'm going to get rid of the bridge in this case. I'm definitely going to get rid of the tunnel. That's just too much. Got to have the bridge across there. No choice about it. So I'm going to drop some money, but I need the meat to come in. You know, I should probably double up these tracks between Baltimore and Washington, getting an express route kind of going. Let's get a passenger route going along here. All right. Make you one way. Make you one way. I've got to get a supply tower in there. Very short line, that's for sure. Let's see here. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to put a thing to repair trains in. Let me go ahead. Maintenance
I see
building.
our two competitors have introduced themselves to you. They have different approaches and so will behave differently. Basically, however, they want to expand their rail networks and make a profit just like you do. So stay on guard and don't let them take advantage of you.
Well, one won't take advantage of me because I bought him out. I'm going to go after the other one before too long, too. All right, I'm going to do that. We're going to go ahead and copy this. We don't have a lot of stops along the way, unfortunately. So I can't put too many trains there. I mean, they really only have a couple of places to stop. So that's about all I can really do with that. Let's get another freight train going here from Baltimore. Add a locomotive. No, only choice is a little grasshopper. Freight only. Just going to leave this as one for now. I may make a second track later. Want to get goal 2 here of the... What were they doing? They're cheese. Cheese? Really? So I guess I'll bring this milk over. I could come around. I'll come around Baltimore. That's kind of unusual. Want to have them have a trade good, so... So I've connected 1. I've got to connect 3. Boy, that's going to cost. I'm going around rather than through Baltimore. You know what? I could go through Baltimore. Let's get rid of this and get rid of that. Get rid of that. There you go. Let's just straight line it through. It's going to cost me either way, no matter what I do. They certainly don't need a bridge that far. Get rid of that. Okay. That's better. So they're going to be on that track. That's not terrible. Going to have them use this line. All right. Anyway, I can shorten this down. Got to have the bridge there. Not much I can do about that. We'll stay with that grade. Okay, that's not horrible expense. So let's buy that. We will need a supply tower. Put some signals in. That one doesn't need one there. Does kind of need one here. Want him to at least be able to move all the way up if he has to wait for the station. Likewise here. Normally in a normal game I'd double these lines, but in the tutorial thing I don't think it's really necessary. So Washington will get the milk they need to make their cheese factory actually work. Alright, one more of these. Set up a rail line. Freight only. Go from the milk place straight into Washington. It'll just bypass, goes through Baltimore. Not going to stop in Baltimore. So they also do clothing. That's interesting. All right, so I've gotten 2, and I need a 3rd. I'm going to get this wood over here because everybody always needs wood. It'll help cities grow. Plus, I could make them a sawmill later on. All right, small train station. All right, that's pretty good. That's way too expensive. We're getting rid of this big old bridge. There, they got it down to 70,000. That's a little more realistic. We just have a little bridge here. No problem. Got to keep it. Can I get rid of that? Okay. 72,000. We'll roll with that.
The bigger a city gets, the greater its demands get too.
Really?
At some point, the goods from the immediate area will no longer be enough. That's where the railroad comes in handy. Now select Baltimore to take a closer look at the city.
Well, hold on, Philip. I'm busy doing something. Let me finish my rail line. Pushy. Pushy. All right, let's go from the logging over to Washington. This will make them happy. Okay, now select Baltimore, he says. Oh, okay. That's the train station, the city.
Baltimore, where the headquarters of our firm is located, has a large clothing industry.
Yes,
The city therefore needs a constant supply of fabrics.
you're right.
In New York, on the other hand, the fashion-conscious customers are waiting for deliveries of ready-tailored goods. Lay a rail line between Baltimore and New York so that the clothing produced in Baltimore can be delivered to New York.
Hey, that's a good idea. Okay, so let's make a rail line from Baltimore to New York. Let's go ahead and get this started. I got to get over this. Holy moly. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, that's ugly, but it'll work. Actually, let me get rid of that. Get it right next to it. No, it just doesn't want to get that. Okay. I may have to tear out something here. I could put another line in that went direct to New York. You know what? Let me get it off this one, put it on this one. See if this works better. That worked better. Those bridges are going to kill me. All right, so I've got to get over to New York. Where are we going here? New York's way up here. Alright, I sold his station. So, let me do that there. I just want to put a station in here. Probably a large station. I'll need it.
A station here?
Yeah.
How carefully did you consider that?
All right, let me get rid of that point. Actually, that's not a bad point. I just may want to move it a little. 1.6 million to build this thing. No, we're getting rid of this tunnel. There you go. That's a little better. It's still way too much. Let me go ahead and bring this down a little. Shorten this bridge. Still 1.1 million. It's ridiculous. Still got a big tunnel here. Ah, I see the problem. So I need to reroute this. There you go. Oh, that's much better. 349,000. Let's see if there's places we can save a little. Get rid of the grading. Oh, it's 379. Get rid of these bridges. It'll make the trains go slower because they got to go downhill and uphill, but I don't want to waste all my capital this early. All right, I could do something about that grading. That's about as short as I can make the bridge hop. Yeah, let me see if I can. 335,000. We'll roll with that. I will probably second track this. Most of the way. Because I want to make a express line too. 139,000. Excellent. Let's get some supply towers on here. Actually, let me put my signals up first. One way, that away. All the way down here. One way, that away. Now let's put in as many signals as we can. Now we'll put in some supply towers. I want to put in a couple. I try and put them right on the where the switches are. There you go. We'll put one there. That's a pretty long route, so I probably ought to have a second. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to go ahead and put up a locomotive. That's going to be, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to let it do its own thing. We'll just go with the automatic. It'll bring them what they most want. Automatic. Let's go from Baltimore to New York, and I'm probably going to put in about 4 of them because there's plenty of stops along the way.
I'll let you get on with your responsibilities.
Oh, thank you.
Stay alert. I will check on your progress from time to time.
If I go broke on this scenario, he'll give me more money. So not a terrible thing. So I've got 3 things to do here. Connect Baltimore to Pittsburgh. Deliver 10 loads of cotton to Pittsburgh and 20 loads of clothing to New York. So Pittsburgh's going to be fun. I'm just going to put in a small station. Let's go ahead and put in a small train station. Do I want it there now? Let me take that out and turn it. I get my money back. So this is going to be fun. I'm going to need a lot. I'm going to need to go around and through. I'm going to need to connect Baltimore. Well, at least I don't have to cross the river. Good news. Now, I may put another small station in here since I can put two. Baltimore's getting a little too crowded there. We're going to run that right over the river. Holy moly, 211,000. I like how the game's always in pause when you're building. That's nice. All right, so I'm going to have to go through here, up through here, and into Pittsburgh. So I'm going to lay this out. I probably won't be able to afford it initially. But you never know. Maybe I will be. And where do I got to go? Still got to go around all that. Try and stay between the contour lines or along the contour lines as much as possible. I'm actually doing okay here. I'm not going to buy it immediately. I'll just lay it out. Okay, so Baltimore, as the locals say. That's pretty good. And I only have 18,000. Where's the bridge? I could probably get rid of the bridge. Right here's a bridge. I don't need that bridge. They'll just have to go slow going up and down through there. It's 147,000. That's not bad. I'm going to go ahead and build it. I've got the money. Okay, task complete. So I got to get 10 loads of cotton to Pittsburgh. I've connected those. Where's cotton? Cotton. Where are you, cotton? Way up here or down there. Way up there. Wow, I'm going to have to bring that down and connect it. Oh, nope, nope. There's one really close here. Oh, thank gosh. Okay, good. This is just about perfect. This gets really crazy when you're playing free play and you're trying to supply all these cities everything you need. So that's good. I'm almost out of money, but they'll earn money. Okay, that's about as straight as it can be. Really doesn't have much in earthworks. I can't build it yet, though, so we're going to close that. Let it do its thing. They'll collect money between these trains as they move back and forth. What's this guy waiting for? Baltimore to New York. Okay, so he's waiting for these guys to get off the tracks. That's what's going on. Okay. I could have run these up into this station, but that's fine. So as they go back and forth, they'll earn themselves some money. I still got to get to 36, so we're just going to let it go. What do I need to do here? What's my next goal? So I need to get the cotton to Pittsburgh. I probably should have built that first. That way I could have just gotten a lot of it to Pittsburgh while I waited to build this other one, but that's fine. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and I want to actually investigate how my competition is doing. I can't take any loans right now. It would cost a lot to buy her out. She's not going to be a problem in this game because she's way down. She hasn't even expanded really yet. She still has, what, Atlanta and Charlotte. Quarterly report, that's fine. So I'm earning some money there. Once I get this connected, you know, let's just fast forward that a little bit. Let's see, what did I need to build? I need 36,000, okay. We'll just let it play. I'm still doing good on the time scale. By 1833, I need to have all the cotton there. Pretty close, pretty close. Okay, I'm good now. I can build this. Boom. Now I got to get enough money for a locomotive. Once we get the cotton in here, then the factory over here will produce cloth. The cloth will be shipped over to Baltimore, and Baltimore will make more clothes and then ship it to New York as finished goods. Okay, what can I do here? Whoa, I can almost get that. Let me go ahead and, what, only 100 for the covered cab? Increases mail profit. That's good. Because you don't want your mail to get wet. All right, can I add a locomotive? I can afford this. Yay. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and give them a stoker since I have one. I'll move it a little faster. Set up a rail line from the farm to Pittsburgh.
If you transport the clothing from Baltimore with your rail line,
Yeah?
you will be making a considerable contribution to the growth of the industry.
Oh, is that how that
Everyone
works?
profits from that.
So let me go ahead and add that rail line. Add a locomotive. Let's set up a rail line from Pittsburgh to Baltimore. I want it to be freight only. I haven't even double tracked that, so it's going to be a little slow getting on everything, but that's okay. I need to put a stop sign in there. Oh, I need to put some towers in. These things are going to have maintenance issues, big time. So I want to put a stop in there. I want to put another stop coming this way so that they'll at least come up to these markers. Even if they're waiting for a train, they'll get close. I also need to build...
Excellent. You can hire train crews in the staff dialogue window. Then you'll need to view the train details of the selected train to assign the staff to it.
Really? Wow, okay.
Now open the train
So I'm going to give you a stoker.
Train and assign an engineer and a stoker to it.
And an engineer. That's what he's just said. They don't need a conductor.
You don't have first call on cities, farms, or mines. Of course, your transport income will fall if your competitors connect these to their rail networks. Tracks, locomotives, buildings, and cash all increase the value of your company. And the higher this is, the higher the price of your company's stocks.
All right, he just brought in 8 loads of cotton. That's good. That's beautiful. So he's waiting for track clearance, so this guy has to unload and then get out of the way, because I haven't double tracked this. I'm going to need a maintenance building over here. I'm going to need some towers.
From you were able to buy some from them. If you do that, you will profit from the success of your competitors. You should buy stocks via the company dialogue window now.
Well, I will buy some stocks. But I want to get a supply tower in here. And then I want to get the maintenance yard in, but I need to save up some money for that. So let's see here. If I go into Pittsburgh, I can kind of just follow them along too. 5,000 for this, huh? Yeah, you know what? I'll go for that. If nobody else is going to bid. Oh, she took it up a little. I wouldn't mind getting that one, but I don't have the money for it at this point. So she can have it. That's fine. I'll get it later.
See this as a lesson in how not to behave at an auction.
So let's go ahead. He's moving right along. Let's ride along with him. slow trains, I tell you what. Nothing out here to see, folks. Pretty barren. All right, I got a tower in so he can get serviced. I do need to get up to 80,000. Indian resettlement bill passed. Get all the news of the day. So he's coming in with fabric that they've made. I want to make a second rail. I want to double that rail because that's going to be slow going to. So I've got 8 loads of cotton to Pittsburgh. That's excellent. And I'll need 20 loads of clothing to New York. So I've done 7 of them already. Let's go ahead and hire some people. I'll just hire everybody. Security guards are actually handy, but they increase your freight income. So what do I got here? Covered freight car. Increases transportation of freight cars by 8%. Yeah, we'll go for that. Since I got mainly freight cars going. All right, so I'm at 20,000. So I needed he wanted me to buy somebody's stocks. I don't even know if I can afford 1 share. Let's see here. 1 share cost me 16,000. Okay.
You can have a few crumbs of my success.
This should stay just between us.
Oh, okay.
As it's, well, not entirely legal. But we need to keep all of our options open. A saboteur has applied for a job with you. If you send him to one of your competitors, he will make trouble for them. This can also cause their stock price to fall.
Sneaky.
You don't have to deploy saboteurs to do better than your competitors. You could deal with them in a more classy and legal way. Take a look at which routes are more lucrative and will ensure you become the most important transporter there.
Yeah, so we have, see, she's got Charlotte, and she has Atlanta, which
By
both
the way,
do beer,
your
which is bad.
competitor, Don Lorenzo, is a bit of a gang boss. You can imagine that he has good connections to bandits and saboteurs, so it's much easier for him to deploy such characters.
Yes, but see, I've already bought him out. So I don't want to buy, I really don't want to necessarily, Beatrix is not bothering me. I don't want to waste the 35,000 also because I really need to put a maintenance building over here. I did put one in here, did I not? Yes, I do have one. Okay, good. So 83,000, I can now go into Pittsburgh. Go ahead and get them a maintenance building. I would like to double this line and get at least part of it and get a second train going. Maybe this corridor through the mountains. But that's going to cost some money. Let's see what we got going on here. So I've got 9 out of 20 clothing delivered. I've done the 10 cotton to Pittsburgh, so that's great. When did I have to have that done by? 20 loads of clothing to New York by 1834. I'm only in 1830. I'm still in the first year. If I can get it done in half the time, I'll get a gold check mark for getting the bonus for doing it in half the time. Oh, see, now he's got nothing on him. That's fine. We'll go with that.
You should have learned the most important aspects of your position by now. I'll let you get on with your responsibilities. Stay alert. I will check on your progress from time to time.
There it is. Look at the little grasshopper. The Baltimore and Ohio has one of these still in their museum. The Atlantic series engine. What a... Hard to believe that's how we started. That's pretty cool looking, though. I love this now that I figured out how the zoom works. Alright. Get out of that. We'll actually keep our eye on the top of him. So I've got 62,000. Oh, I got a whole bunch of new things here. Holy moly. So I need to connect Baltimore to Toledo, get a population of 100,000 in Baltimore. I've got 57,000. 20% of shares in a competitor. Okay, I can work on that. I've actually bought Don Lorenzo out, so I'm surprised it didn't credit me for that. Achieve a company value of 20 million. Optional task: 10 rural businesses to my rail network. Buy one of my competitors' companies. Okay, so I'm going to be buying Beatrice out at some point. So I've got 9 out of 20 on that. Security guard, I'll go ahead and hire him. So I want to connect Baltimore to Toledo, it said. It's actually one of my more favorite routes. Where am I? Toledo here, right? Yeah, okay. It's a little ways to go. Only got 80,000. Let's try and you know what I may do? Let's go ahead and get a second track in here somewhat. Do it there and connect. All right, we'll go ahead and buy that. At least then I have a passing zone. One there. I'm going to go ahead and put one there. Did I get that the right direction? No. Change signal direction. So I want him to come up here and stop if he can. Likewise here. Going that way. That'll give him time to get onto the rail so that they can switch there. Let me go ahead and duplicate this Pittsburgh to Baltimore. Okay, station 2. Got it. All right. Let me go ahead and copy that. Let's see if I can get some trained personnel on here. Stoker and engineer. Make it move faster. Oops, they conflict. Well, heck. Then how about you? Or can I get rid of... Yeah. Let's see. Okay. So that one doesn't have a task. So let's go back into the Wilson farm now because I robbed their engineer. Let me look at... I've got a train conflict up there. Oh, okay. It automatically swapped them out. All right. What are we doing here? I've got a train conflict. Waiting for... Oh, I only got one rail. So that's not good. Oh, heck. All right. Let's go ahead and trash this one for now. I'll probably need to put another passing zone in up here. I mean, I could run the whole thing, the whole length, but... One-way U, okay. I really almost want to put another supply tower in there, but we'll roll with that. Okay, so I'm going to take this one and copy you. So now we'll have two tracks there. Yes, another train should be used on this rail line. Okay, let me get him some people. Stoker, engineer, excellent. All right. So I got 2 trains. They're kind of moving one behind the other. He's waiting for track clearance, though. So once this one passes the next switch, then this one will take off.